What's up everyone, this is Mr. Blacksmith from Team Blacksmith. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review on the Springfield Armory Prodigy 1911 DS. Now this is the 4¼ inch model that I purchased to add to my collection. I've seen a lot of reviews on this, good ones, bad ones, the pros, cons. But again, still undetermined if I'm purchasing the Prodigy. Like I said, Springfield name, they carry a lot of weight in the 1911 market. So I can't see how they could have just completely went wrong with producing the Prodigy. And like I said, it got a lot of press. There's tons of videos out there, reviews on it. So I went on and purchased mine. And I did have my concerns or taking it to the range, whether it's going to perform right or not. I'm going to have feed issues. So I brought 3 different types of ammo. I brought some Herders, brought some Winchesters, I brought some Federal, all full metal jackets, 115s and some 124s. And I must say it performed very well. No feed issues, no misfires. The only complaint I'd have is, of course, the red dot. Took a while to adjust that. And the sights. The sights are very high, so you kind of have to align the red dot with the front sight. Normally you don't do that, but that is something I had to do with this, so it gets it was a little tricky in the beginning to zero this in at 5 to 10 yards. But again, after 200 rounds, I finally got it zeroed in. Hate wasting ammo like that, so I gotta get a little bit better. But again, performed very well at the range. No complaints. No, the trigger, the safety, and everything else that people are complaining about. This is not a race gun. This is not a competition gun. This is a home protection, a carry gun, a duty gun. You know, if you want to compare it to a Glock or anything else that people may carry, this will do the job. Like I said, this may just be simply a range gun for me, home protection, something I'll have on my nightstand, but beyond that, it's a great 1911/2011 gun. Now, a lot of people are comparing this to the Staccatos, the poor man's Staccato. So I was kind of curious. I do have a Staccato that comes close to this. So after the range footage, I'm going to do a quick comparison to one of my Staccatos and see how it stacks up. So right to the range footage. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for my full review and comparison of the Prodigy.
Oh, no.
Welcome back. The Prodigy 1911 DS. After 350 rounds, I encountered no problems with shooting the Prodigy, as other YouTubers did with their first shots. As the complaints about the ammo, the magazine feed lips, the feed issues varied from each review. This could be an ammo they used or the quality control issues at Springfield. The aesthetics on the Prodigy are clean with the nice front and back serrations. Adding the TLR light completes this firearm. Now I do share some of the same concerns as everyone else as far as the hex red dot as it's not on a level as a Leopold, Trijicon, or Holosun. It took some time to zero it in, but eventually it did after 100 rounds. The biggest gripe I have is taking out the guide rod that took a lot of effort to remove. Very necessary feature of the Prodigy when a basic guide rod could have been used. Out of my collection, the Prodigy has similarities to my Staccato C2 and most double the cost, but in my opinion, well worth it. Dollar for dollar, the Prodigy makes owning this type of gun well within reach, as both are great self-defense or carry firearms, and side by side, you would not be able to see the difference. They both seem on par with each other as far as looks. The one aspect of the Prodigy that sets it apart from the C2 is the grip. The grip texture of the Prodigy feels amazing and allows for a much secure hold without any abrasions. The C2 grip has a great texture too, but you can immediately feel the Prodigy grip and prefer it over this version of the Staccato grip. Now, as far as the triggers, the Prodigy has a nice trigger with a little take up before it hits the wall. And the reset on it is very good, as it's very short. As you can see here, taken, very good. Now for the trigger pull, the Prodigy has approximately a 7-pound, almost 6.5, 7-pound trigger pull. Now as for the C2, very little take up again before it hits the wall, very crisp, clean trigger. Now as for the reset, very short as well, similar to the Prodigy. And the trigger pull on the C2 is approximately 5 pounds, just slightly over 5 pounds. Overall, my opinion is that anyone looking to get into the double stack 1911 or the 2011 game, they will not be disappointed with purchasing the Prodigy. Just a disclaimer, the Prodigy is not on the level of the C2 as far as fit, finish, and overall design. This is what separates the higher end and higher priced 2011s from the cost-conscious 1911, 2011 buyer. Alright, this is my review of the Prodigy and the comparison to my C2. This is Mr. Blackson, Team Blacksmith. Like, share, subscribe, join the team. Until next time, I'm out.